So my Giants record predictions have done nothing but make me look like a clown. Prediction is they will go 9-7. I have them going 8-8. The Giants will go 10-7 in my opinion in the 2021-2022 NFL season. So yes, it's very clear. I use my heart and not my head when I'm making these Giants predictions. But at the end of last season, I said, listen, that's it. Next season, I'm giving them an honest record prediction. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. Heart. It's got to be time for the brain right now. So week 1, they're at the Titans, and that's a Titans win. Come on. Week 2, this is where it gets interesting, where it could go either way. Baker now starting for the Panthers gives the Panthers a much better opportunity to win, in my opinion. CMC is going to be back. You know what? The Giants are at home. We'll give them the win. Week 3, they're at home versus Dallas. Listen, Dallas has just had the Giants number recently. We're going to go with Dallas here. Week 4, Chicago comes to town. Chicago could be one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in football this year. So I do think the Giants can handle business at home. Week 5, they're going to be in England, in London, playing the Packers. That's a Packers win. So it's not actually a Packers home game, but still, the Packers are going to win that game no matter where they're playing. Week 6, they're at home versus the Ravens. Ravens are one of my favorite teams heading into this season. I think they're really underrated, and I really think they can make the Super Bowl. Going to go with the Ravens here. Week 7, they're going down to Jacksonville. Honestly, this could be a Jacksonville win. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to really have a breakout year this year. They're finally going to be like a functioning team with a functioning head coach. You know what? I'm going to give Jacksonville the win. Then week 8, they're going to Seattle. They got to go across the country, but I do think the Giants can win that game. I think Seattle is going to be worse than the Jaguars. Week 9 is their bye week. Week 10, they're at home versus the Texans. Davis Mills looked pretty good in his rookie season, but I'm going to go with the Giants here, coming off the bye. Week 11, they're at home versus the Lions. The Lions could possibly win this game. I don't know. Dan Campbell seems like he has something brewing there. The Giants are at home, though, and I'm going to go with the Giants. Week 12, they're going to play Dallas. In Dallas. That's a Dallas win. I think Dallas is sweeping them again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Giants fans. You don't want to hear that. Week 13, they're at home versus the Commanders. The Giants have been able to beat the Commanders recently. It's been like one of the only teams they've really been able to beat in the NFC East, so we're going to go with the Giants there. I don't know. Daniel Jones just plays well versus the Commanders. I don't know why. Week 14, the Eagles are coming to town. Do I think the Giants split with the Eagles? Because they're not sweeping the Eagles. Like, I'll just say, they play them week 18. If I'm giving the Giants to win week 14 versus the Eagles, they're not sweeping them. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Giants here. I'll go with the Giants at home. I don't know. Got to give them, like, some division wins here. Week 15, they're on the road versus the Commanders. I'll give the Giants another one there. I'll have them sweeping the Commanders. Week 16, they're on the road versus the Vikings. The Vikings could be decent this year. Kirk Cousins is like the definition of mid, and I'm not saying mid in the way people say mid when they say things are bad. Like, he has good stats. He just doesn't really do anything spectacular. He doesn't get his team over the edge. But I do think they have a better roster. Their defense has some holes, but so does the Giants defense. Gonna go with the Vikings here. Before we do these last 2 picks, I want to thank Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring today's video. Like you guys heard me say in the beginning, I do these predictions with my heart because I'm a fan. And guess what? That kind of bleeds over to when I'm setting my fantasy football lineups too. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I have Lamar Jackson and Daniel Jones on my team, but I just feel like Daniel Jones is gonna go off this week. I feel like they're due. So let me bench Lamar and start Daniel Jones. And then it stinks when your favorite team loses and then your fantasy team loses because you were just trying to will your team to win. But guess what? You don't have to worry about that on Underdog Fantasy because they just take the best scores at the end of each week and put them in as your starter. So if Daniel Jones ended up playing better than Lamar, Daniel Jones would be the starter. But if Lamar ended up playing better than Daniel Jones and getting more fantasy points, they would put Lamar in as the starter automatically. Their Best Ball Mania 3 tournament has $10 million in total prizes, and it closes next week. So you got to enter soon. Make sure you use my promo code SheGotSports, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. That's promo code SheGotSports. I'm going to be playing all my fantasy on there, so I hope to see you guys there. Week 17, the Colts are coming to town. The Colts are a playoff team, and they're going to win this game. And then week 18, like I said, the Giants aren't sweeping the Eagles. I think it's a stretch for them even to split with the Eagles. I'm giving the Eagles that win at home. Okay, so let's check out the Giants' final record prediction. I'm nervous to scroll up and see what I predicted their record as. I'm nervous I gave them too many wins. Here we go, 8-9. That's a lot of wins. 8-9 is a lot of wins. That's like too many. That's like too many. Honestly, I could change a few games here, but one of the games I'm going to change that I think makes this more realistic is the Commanders game. I think they split with the Commanders. I just think that's going to happen. I don't really think the Giants are going to sweep any team in the division this year, so I'm going to give the Commanders that win week 15. So that puts my Giants record prediction at 7-10, 2-4 in the division, 6-3 at home, 1-7 on the road. Really, one win on the road. That's really bad, but whatever. Okay, I think 7-10. It's a kind of realistic record, but listen, I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants got 4 wins because they seem to be only getting 4 wins a season recently. So that is it for this video, guys. Appreciate you watching till the end. Peace.